What if I told you that the BRRRR strategy, you know, the popular real estate investment strategy that stands for buy, rehab, rent, refinance, and repeat, isn't the sexy magic bullet everyone's made it out to be? What if I told you that in fact, this strategy is riddled with risks and challenges that most investors don't even realize and truly don't have the stomach for? In today's video, I'm going to expose the truth behind one of the sexiest real estate investing strategies known as the BRRRR Method. Today, I'm going to expose the truth behind the beloved BRRRR strategy. I'm going to show you what it is, how it works, and why it's not the foolproof plan that you might have heard of. First off, let's talk about what the BRRRR strategy actually is. You start off by buying a property that needs some work. You're going to rehab it, rent it out to some tenants, and then refinance it so you can pull out all your initial investment. And then you're going to use those funds to repeat the process on another property. Sounds simple enough, right? Wrong. The truth is, the BRRRR strategy is not as simple as it seems. It's easy to get caught up in the excitement and the hype of finding a potential investment property, but accurately estimating the cost of rehabbing that property can be a really daunting task. If you make the mistake and underestimate these costs, you could end up with a money pit that eats away at your potential profits, and even worse, leave you wondering why you got into real estate in the first place. Let's say you find a fixer-upper and you think it's a great deal. You estimate that it will cost about $20,000 to renovate the property and get it rent ready. However, once you start the rehab process, you start to discover a few things. The plumbing systems and the electrical are really outdated, and even worse, the furnace needs to be replaced. Suddenly, before you know it, your renovation budget skyrocket, $30,000, $40,000, and boom! You've blown your renovation budget. In this scenario, you'd be left with a property costing you way more money than you anticipated. That's reducing your potential profits, or even worse, handing you that big fat real estate L. But that's not the only challenge. The BRRRR strategy requires a lot of work up front. You need to find the right property, negotiate a good deal, manage the rehab, find tenants, and then manage the rental property. Whew, I'm exhausted just thinking about it. Now listen, I'm gonna be honest with you. The BRRRR strategy is not for the faint of heart. It's the equivalent to training for a marathon, but in the real estate investing world. It requires a lot of work up front and a great deal of persistence and skill to see it through to the finish line. Another challenge with the BRRRR strategy is that it's based on assumptions that the property values will continue to go up and rise. But what if you get into a situation where the property values start to decline? Suddenly your refinancing options become so limited, and that precious, glorious ARV that you were thinking of becomes a pipe dream. And before you know it, you could find yourself in a precarious financial situation. So with all these risks and challenges, is the BRRRR strategy still worth pursuing? Well, before I tell you the answer, make sure you take a second and like this video and subscribe to the channel to make sure you're not missing out on anything we got coming out for you. Can I get a drum roll, please? The answer is yes. The BRRRR strategy is still worth pursuing. I'll be honest, it's still one of the best wealth creating strategies out there. But you gotta make sure you do your due diligence, run your numbers, and work with experienced professionals that can help you succeed. Despite all the challenges that come with the BRRRR strategy, it can be an incredibly effective method for generating income, creating long-term wealth, and scaling your real estate portfolio. By buying distressed properties and then rehabbing them and then finally renting them out to tenants, you can create a steady stream of rental income that can supplement your job, supplement your pension, or even better, get you on that path to early financial freedom. And as you continue to repeat this process over and over, house after house, you can build a real estate portfolio that generates significant wealth, equity growth, and appreciation. Finally, one of the best parts of the BRRRR strategy is that it's highly scalable. As you continue to repeat this process over and over, you can leverage your existing properties to finance the purchase of new properties, therefore building your portfolio way more quickly and more efficiently. Yes, the BRRRR strategy requires a lot of upfront work and involves significant risks and challenges. Trust me when I say I know. I've been knee deep in my fair share of messy renovation projects projects. But here's the thing, for those willing to put in that effort, really go out there and put in some work, network and connect with experienced professionals, the rewards of this strategy can be substantial in terms of income, generational wealth creation, and portfolio scalability. Come here. The BRRRR strategy is not that sexy, foolproof method of real estate investing that everybody's talking about in their podcasts and on social media. It's a high risk, high reward strategy that requires a lot of work and careful planning. If you're looking for a quick, easy way to make a profit in real estate, the BRRRR method is not for you. But if you're willing to put in the effort, have the right team in place, the BRRRR method can be one of the most powerful real estate investment strategies out there in terms of increasing your portfolio and creating long-term wealth. So there you have it, the BRRRR method exposed. Hopefully things didn't get too scandalous here and you were able to find some value in this video. If you're looking for some more information on the BRRRR method, make sure you subscribe to the channel and check out my other video on the BRRRR method here. Isaiah Henry here with First Position Real Estate, wishing you all happy days and happy investing. Take care, everyone.